YouTube, welcome back. Tuesday edition, August 24th. We are doing our player props on YouTube free plays along with our Stat Hero lineup construction. Yesterday, Astros got absolutely destroyed at 9-1, I think, 8-1. So we didn't cash our team total over. We did cash our Stat Hero again. That is now 3 straight Stat Hero winners. That's why I did stack the game. Gurriel did do very well. He did exactly what we needed him to do. I scored 10 points. He was the only RBI of the entire game for the Astros with an RBI double in the 4th inning where they should have scored more, but it happens. Carlos Correa had a single and then made a stupid base running mistake in the 4th that really would have helped us. Probably get a couple more runs there. So just dumb base running. But that's why I stacked the game. That is why I took Whit Merrifield. He dropped 27 points, 3 RBIs, a single double, 3 hits, 3 RBIs, just really good performance, 27 points. It was just fantastic. I went up against Stat Hero. I think they had like 15 points, whatever it was. But a 38-point spot, again, we have been just hot over there. Averaging 10 points per person is very, very good over there. So that's 3 straight over there. I hope you guys have been popping in over there and cashing with me on Stat Hero because we've been hot. I love the lineup I have today. I love it a lot. I'm going to actually now – with the Stat Hero lineup, I'm going to also post my favorite play for my specific person in the betting world. So if you're not over on Stat Hero, I will give you an extra bet for that person if you want to tail along with those because I'm doing a lot of research. I really hope you guys pop on over there for that to cash with me on Stat Hero. But if you don't have it available, you guys don't have it available in your state, this is just another way for you to tail along with me. We just need to be better. I need to be better. I know that hours have been put in today that I really like these spots that I'm rolling with. I have one play for you guys betting wise, and then I'm rolling with another 4-person lineup today that I think we're going to do very well with. So without further ado, let's get to it. First play of the day, we are actually going to the New York Mets versus the Giants, and I'm going back to a prop. Haven't done a prop in a while. We've been just doing better on straight plays, but this line just seems off to me. I love it at plus money. I will definitely be very happy to take this at a 1.5 unit play. And bear with me. When I do these one-person or only one bets YouTube free plays, I love to give very big information on these because I want you guys to know that, yes, I really dug into this line. So Tylor Megill, over 5.5 strikeouts today. He is pitching at home versus the San Francisco Giants, who have been struggling lately at the bat. I believe they have a 762 OPS as a team over the past 2 weeks, which is not very good. And Tylor's extremely, extremely elite against right-handed bats. A 193 batting average versus him, 36 strikeouts in 31 innings versus righties. And he's also elite at home. So both of the spots match up very well. He has a 2.45 ERA at home and 35 Ks in 29 innings. He did just pitch against this team in San Francisco. 6 innings, 6 strikeouts. And they had 5 lefties in that lineup last time. And he still hit it. The lefties do hit him better, but he still was able to get there. I don't believe Yastrzemski is playing this next game. I believe he's out right now. He was in the lineup before. And when they're putting all these lefties like Dickerson and all those guys, they have a lot of holes in their swing. They're trying to hit homers. And, Tylor has been elite, man. He's been very, very good. Last matchup for a righty against the Mets was last night versus Frankie Montas. He went 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. And last night they were rolling with 7 righties against Frankie Montas. So that might be what we could be seeing today. If we get 6 righties in this lineup, I think this is absolutely smash spot. I won't be surprised to see this number move a ton if we see that lineup with that many right-handed bats in it. If these guys that are betting it with me are looking into it like all of our other DFS guys or other prop guys that do this type of stuff. So now let's dig in even further. Okay, this is where we started making our big money. This is where the handicappers separate from the casual bettors, right? So Tylor Megill has 3 pitches with over a 30% whiff rate. He's rolling with a 4-seam with a 20% whiff rate, and a changeup at 32.8, a slider at 30.2, and a curve at 33.3% whiff rate, which is extremely, extremely high. And when you dig into it a little bit more, I was on Baseball Savant looking at the spin numbers. So the spin base for his fastball is at a 115. So if you imagine a clock, moving it over to a 1 o'clock, that's where the spin rate is on that. And the spin base for the changeup is 145. So with those numbers being so close, it's very, very hard to pick that up, especially when he has a 98% active spin and a 97% active spin on those 2 pitches. So that means to a batter, those look identical. That's why that chase rate on those and whiff rate are so high. 33% on a changeup is crazy. That's a crazy whiff rate for a changeup. But all that means is that we're going to start seeing these guys thinking it's fastball. 95 on the fastball, 84 on the changeup, 11-mile-an-hour difference, and that's why you're getting so many swings and misses. That will help him today if he is facing a lot of those lefties. That's going to be the pitch that he's got to put him away with. That's why he's been so effective. He's way better against righties because his slider is nasty, and he's got a 33% whiff rate on that curveball. But if we do see a lot of lefties today, I'm not worried because of how good that changeup has been as of late. He's got a 15.4 overall percent whiff rate on that. And this is a big thing for me. 70% first pitch strike rate this year, or 69.8. I rounded up to 70 just because it sounds better. But 70% first pitch strike rate. That's incredible. That as a guy who teaches pitching, I'm actively pushing you to get 60%. Right? A 60% is great, but when you're hitting that 70%, you're going to be elite. You're going to be very hard to beat when you're always consistently up 1-0. And this is why this is such an important stat for you guys to know, is his numbers after an 0-1 count. Okay? So after an 0-1 count, he's given up a 183 batting average and 51 strikeouts in 37 innings. That is fantastic. Much higher than his yearly strikeout rate, which is very, very, very nice to see. And also, if we're looking at their team whiff rate to go along with how good his stuff has been, we have a over 25% percentage whiff rate for these guys on this roster who I'm projecting in their lineup today. We're going to see Brandon Belt, Austin Slater, Brandon Crawford, Alex Dickerson, and Chris Bryant all have over a 25% whiff rate, and possibly Buster Posey and Darren Ruff, because I'm not sure if they're going to face him, because Ruff is really a guy who mostly comes in for lefties, but those two also could be in there as well, and they both have over a 25% whiff rate too. So a lot of things to like about this matchup. I don't want to get into it too much further. We're already 8 minutes into this video. Try to keep it short, and we still have to get over to our Stathero lineup today. So let me get over there. Like I said, I love diving into these a ton when we are able to only have one play of the day over here. So we are on Stathero today. We are going against their 4v4 overnight full slate game here. So yeah, we've been hot lately. I actually really, really, really like this lineup. And actually, we are going to roll with our first guy here. First guy of my team here. I'm going to roll with my lowest guy here. First, Joshua Rojas. He's much better versus righties, getting a great matchup today. And in a Brew Baker for the Pirates, who's been terrible in the second half of the year so far. 290 average versus righties, and only a 22% K rate, which is big. This is a great value. He was over 10,000 last week after their Padres series. So I think we're getting a great spot here, great value spot to grab some of these bigger bats. He has a 124 WRC plus versus righties this season. And like I said, Brubaker has just been bad. JT has just not been able to get outs the way he was early in the season. Next guy is going to be Frannel Reyes. What can I really say about this guy, about him facing a lefty? He's facing Tommy Hearn today of the Texas Rangers. WRC plus of 183. Unbelievable. 183 at home versus lefties this season. He's got a 683 slugging at home versus lefties and a 1074 OPS with a 409 average on batted balls in play, and a 441 WOBA. All those numbers are insane for a guy at 10-6. Yes, he does strike out a lot. Yes, good with the bat, but all it takes is one swing for this guy. Hearn has good numbers overall if you look on the surface, but if you dig into his starter versus reliever numbers, in his 12 innings as a starter, he has a 5.84 ERA and only 10 Ks through 12 innings versus 55 Ks through 53 innings out of the pen, where he was able to kind of gas it up for as little bit of time as he could. So great spot here. Don't be scared away by the ERA of Tommy Hearn. That was mostly out of the bullpen, guys. So make sure that you are able to kind of dig into those if you are betting on these. And I'm not doing a video for it. So make sure you look at starter relief, guys, especially with the teams that moved a lot of guys at that trade deadline like the Rangers did. So play number 3, we're going to Dansby Swanson. Home versus lefty only has a 20% K rate, which is 10% lower than his season average, 113 WRC plus, and Heaney gives up a lot of home runs. I really like his home run prop today. I will talk about that in a little bit. But Heaney away versus righties has given up 11 home runs this season and 26 earned runs in 36 innings versus righties on the road. And in the second half has a 5.77 ERA, which I just like to exploit here. I like to have a spot of a good team. And Dansby went yard yesterday off of Montgomery, and I would definitely say I would take Montgomery over Heaney here. And yeah, I really like the spot for him to go yard again today. Lastly, of all these guys, we're going to roll with my boy, Jazzz Chisholm, or whatever they call him on here, Jazzerado. But Jazzz Chisholm, I absolutely love him today. He is a great spot. I think he's still a little bit too cheap for how hot he has been. In his last 6 games, he's either had an RBI or stolen base in 6 of them in a row. He's a combo meal waiting to happen, either a home run and stolen base in the same game, which automatically right there gets you 20 points, not even counting the single or walk to get him on. Freddie has been awful versus lefties. He has a 50% or he gives up 230 batting average to righties and a 280 to lefties. And then lefties on the road, he gives up a 302 batting average. And his second half ERA is 6.24, which is absolutely awful. So I absolutely love this lineup. All the numbers back me up here, and I am very happy to see where we're going to go with this one. Like I said, I've been on a heater over on Stathero, and I think that you guys will be cashing with me over there today. So a little recap here. Josh Rojas, he is 8,800. I like his over 1.5 total bases right now at 1+115. I see that on FanDuel. Really like that spot, so that we're going to go with that as our first one of the recap. Number 2 is going to be Frannel Reyes. He is at 10,600. Home run prop of 325 would be my favorite play today for him. Number 3 is going to be Dansby Swanson, 9,900 over on Stathero. Total bases over 1.5 is plus money. I like that spot a lot because, yeah, it gives me a chance that even if he doesn't get that home run, he's going to have some power swings on these and possibly get that double. Been seeing a lot more pop out of him recently and think that this spot covers either the home run or the double that he could get down the line there. If you want his home run prop, I'm seeing that at plus 375, which I think is still great value. Last guy of our play here on Stathero is going to be Jazzz Chisholm, 10,600 over there on Stathero. Over 1.5 total bases is plus 124. That is absolutely disrespectful. I love this spot for him. And I really think that we cash this one pretty easy. Yeah, so I really hope you guys jump over on this and really cash these in. Again, sorry I had to type this up so you guys could see. Make sure you enter the promo code PPS over on Stathero to get up to $250 in match back bonus. So you put in $200, you get $100 free dollars. I've used the code. I've had a few buddies that I've been jumping on this with me who used the code. I think this is a great spot. Again, we are in a 3-game win streak over on Stathero and look forward to taking more of their money in that 4v4 matchup today. So jump on over there, cash this lineup with me. Let me know you did it. If you do use this lineup again, I'll give a free week out to you if you use this lineup and use the promo code PPS and DM me over on Twitter, because I love this spot. I think we're going to do another one and get 4 straight winners. So thank you guys so much for popping in over with me. I know this was a longer video, but I love every single spot that we went through today and think we cash in big. Let's go Tylor, Mcgill, and let's go Reyes, Rojas, Chisholm, and Dansby Swanson. Going to have a great day, guys. I'm looking forward to cashing with you, and I will see you guys tomorrow for some more winners.